I'm taking your entire company down. Your entire species. 3 workers all said no to servicing me.
Well, she's going to go inside and talk to them. Can you talk to me about exactly what occurred?
Press the button or we can't serve you.
Okay. Can we just calm down a little bit? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. All right.
Are you like...
No.
Are you sure? Because you didn't pick up on this socially whatsoever.
Okay. What...
Special.
When you walked in, what did they say to you?
I'm done talking to you.
I'm sorry?
I'm done talking to you. I already told my story. Press the button or we cannot serve you.
Okay, why are we going this route? Why are you saying you're not going to talk to me? I'm trying to get
Can
you...
I call the state cops on you guys? Look at how illegal this is. I'm going to charge all of you in court for this illegal driving. Literally. Get the out of my way already.
No, well, you're not... Yeah.
You get a call, we got to respond to an incident.
Committing a crime under badge is a felony. Even driving infractions, which are crimes.
You're leaving the scene.
Break the state driving law.
Okay. You're leaving the scene after causing a disturbance. We need to figure out what's going on first.
Great. These old people love delays. Big time. They got nothing better to do than to sit there and role play police officers. And, you know, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that as long as you obey my instructions. Look at this. Holy Christ. How the f*** is that possible?
Well, would you like to go on a parking spot so we can move?
Again, you're not picking up on what I'm putting down. Holy Christ. Well, I'm saying the magic to allow a Jeep Wrangler and a snowplow to scoop by all
when we respond to an emergency situation,
not a single one of you even wants to talk about that.
When we respond,
talk about old and like crazy.
When we respond to an incident, we can just park our cars wherever we want to.
No, you can't.
Yes, we can.
Literally. What happens when you lose that court case? Then I charge you next with a felony after I find you guilty? I mean, talk about stupid like crazy.
How is he going to charge them with anything?
I need to see your ID.
What a nightmare. Look at this reported discrimination. Those 3 employees arrested.
For what did they do? I don't understand.
You don't know what a discrimination is? It's when they don't serve the black people.
How did they
I'm the black and brown person and they wouldn't serve me.
For what? Is that what they said?
Correct.
Because you're black or brown, we're not going to serve you.
That's correct. You got to press the button, you handicapped, disabled mother.
That's what they said.
Yes.
Verbatim.
Don't care if you're disabled, you still have to press that button. If you cannot press that button, then get the out of my office.
That's what they said.
Correct.
Okay. We'll leave another officer talk to them to get their story. There's, I'm sure, witnesses in there that can confirm it then, right?
This all stock default bullshit does not work in this war zone.
Stock default. What do you mean by that?
This is just a routine traffic stop. We're going to get their side of the story. Then we'll get your side of the story for the 4th or 5th time. We won't make a report. Maybe we'll write some bullshit on a business card, and then we're case closed, all washed off. I'd like to see these people get arrested for discrimination when they admit he refused to press the button on the keypad. Boom. Clear and easy to federal discrimination like crazy. When the Securitan hunts you people over like crazy. Big time. I mean, this is outrageous. Driving the wrong way, preventing my path of travel. Literally. You got 3 people in there discriminating with no problems at all.
So can we figure that out first? We make...
You're telling me.
Confirm everyone's story?
Out ASAP, because I'm getting discriminated against everywhere. Private and public properties.
Okay.
I'm sorry, why is this guy talking like he's part of a movie trailer? On today's episode of me getting discriminated at the post office, what is going on?
Shit is crazy.
So wouldn't you want to tell us about the whole incident so we could get it straight, so we can get documented, so if there are charges to be filed, they can be done so appropriately?
I've already done that.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Without involving us? Or...
you're involved heavily at this point. I mean, you've committed how many crimes?
Right, several.
You've committed how many crimes?
Well, when we don't know what actually occurred from your standpoint, how are we supposed to document that properly?
You do know, though. You do know at this point.
As far as...
Are you still confused?
No.
Great.
Okay.
You guys
I'm not
get this all the time, right? And discrimination at the post office, at private and public businesses. This is like your number 1 call these days, right? They won't serve me. I don't wear the mask. These are all the same types of calls. They won't serve me. They are the they won't serve me type of calls. Right. I know. Drawing a blanket and a deer in the headlights like crazy.
No, not quite, sir.
I'm sure, right. You're the only one in the Tri-County area that's calling the police on.
Sir,
they won't serve me.
I'm not yelling at you.
I mean, completely delusional like crazy.
At you?
Literally.
I'm being nice to you. I'm treating you with respect.
You're not even answering my question on the they won't serve you calls. How many of those do you get per day with this shit?
So
Literally.
You're yelling at me again.
delusional.
I'm trying to talk to you respectfully.
I'm talking to you respectfully. This is how I talk. How many times do I gotta say that to you heads? Literally. This is some bullshit beyond recognition.
But you're calling me names like that. In the beginning,
Literally,
you did
you want
too.
a Kleenex? Literally,
Okay.
get the out of here.
Okay.
Can I ask you what happened?
She was just explaining to me. I don't even know what happened.
Have you talked to an officer yet at all?
No, I have
Okay.
not.
What's going on?
Let's hear it.
Guy walked in. To me, he appeared drunk. That's what appeared to me. He handed me his package. I'm doing my job.
Okay.
I put it on the scale and I weighed it. I read off our hazmat question. The next step that we have to do is going to ask him to reread it and tap no. He looked at me and he told me no. And I said, well, you still have to tap no. He said, I'm not going to do it. I said, well, I can't do it either because you're the customer. And then he says,
It's like an acknowledgement that you have to.
that's our rules here at the post office. That's what we have to do. He tells me no. I said, sir, if you can give me 1 minute, let me talk with the postmaster because I can't do that for you. I don't know what's in your package. So he stood there and I saw the lead clerk, Laura Justice Struce. I told her what was going on. She came up in front of me and she said the same thing. Sir, if you do not tap the hazmat question, we cannot take your package. And then he says, well, I'm not going to tap it. I'm not going to tap it. So I hand him his package back. He walks away. I greeted my next customer. He walks over to the kiosk to use the kiosk that Lord Justice Struce told him he would have to use. As he walked over there, he get the fussing and cussing real loud. Isn't this some bullshit? They won't take my package. And that little up there, that's what he called me. And I just exploded. I mean, because no one calls me out of my name a racial slur like that. And I was only being nice to him like all of my other customers.
Never again.
Okay.
You think this is funny?
No.
You think this is a big joke?
No.
Literally.
Do you see me?
I'm taking your entire company down. Your entire species.
Yeah.
You people have no clue.
Okay. Well,
Literally.
I'm.
Aren't you an actor in a movie?
New
Holy Christ.
This guy's out of his mind.
What a nightmare.
What's time for?
How many times do you get the they won't serve me type of call? All the time, I bet. Or am I the only person in the county area that calls all over town that they won't serve me?
So it's safe to say that your peace was disturbed.
Yes.
Are you the postmaster?
I am.
Okay. Would you want to sign complaints for disorderly conduct?
Yes, I will sign whatever you need me to sign because I do not want that gentleman stepping foot in this post office ever again.
Okay.
You have to press the button on the keypad screen in order to send packages through the post office. I can't do that. I told you no to the prompt. I pressed the button no to the prompt. The card reader malfunctioned. At this point, we can't serve you. What? You have to be kidding me. I have to send this package out. Literally, I'm off to a private company to try there because the public company failed entirely and broke the law. At this point, they have to have a third option, legally speaking, and they don't, which is against the fucking law. This turns into a they didn't serve me. Literally, which is a discrimination under the Civil Rights Act.
And you're saying they refuse to take your cash? I'm just asking.
You should be a police officer at this point.
Okay.
You're completely
Well, I hopped in halfway in between the conversation when I asked you, did you want to talk about the whole thing that happened from from start to beginning, start to end?
You see why I don't pick you, though? Because you have major comprehension issues.
Okay.
And this is why he gets kicked off the force in another lawsuit. Because this is outrageous. Every 2 weeks I have to interact with you cats.
We're trying to help
I mean,
you.
this is obese beyond recognition.
Obese.
Literally, these delays are beyond recognition.
Okay.
I am in the right here, and these should be arrested and sent to prison.
I can't wait to hear his reaction to him getting in trouble.
Manager of it all, and then the clerk that was also getting yelled at. They're willing to sign complaints for disorderly.
Okay.
He's saying you have comprehension issues and you can't understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
he's-
Well,
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know how else I'm supposed to help you if I don't know what's going on.
Take him for the
Disorderly.
disorderly conduct.
What about his vehicle here?
Park it if he allows us to park it, we'll park it.
If not, then we can tow it.
Completely separate issue. Get him out of the car, please. And
You want to be here so you can say
Yeah.
we're all adults here.
Yeah, right.
All right,
That
sir.
counts in the H2O department.
We're going to have you step out of the vehicle right now.
Why?
Please step out of the vehicle.
What's the point?
Please step out of the vehicle. I'm going to explain what's going on here.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get spanked by Daddy. Literally. It's just stupid like crazy. Okay, let's talk like men, standing upright.
Okay.
Let's see what we got
Please
here.
don't spit.
I can't control what comes out of my mouth here. I mean, ridiculous.
Clearly.
You're going to be placed under arrest for disorderly conduct, okay? Based on the witnesses that were...
What about the discrimination?
We're...
Included in the report, but you're under arrest.
Okay, great.
Go ahead, place
So
your-
they don't get arrested for filing a felony.
Place your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Turn towards me.
You guys do everything else. Literally. Bye-bye, you're going to jail. I'm going to court. You know what that means, worker? You're going straight to prison. You'll get the subpoena tomorrow morning. They're smiling and laughing.
Okay. As for your vehicle, is there anything there that you need? Your phone, wallet, anything like that?
Yes, telephone, absolutely.
Telephone, what about wallet?
I have that on my person. You guys have my ID.
Sorry,
Would you be comfortable with us putting your car in a parking spot? Or would you rather us have it towed?
Well, the only safe thing is to have it towed, right? Eventually it ends up towed either way, right?
Nope.
They call the police on me and have it towed.
We could leave it
Right,
here.
I don't believe any of that shit for a second. This is a war zone. Roll up the windows in the car. I want my phone, and we're getting the f- out of here and sending some postal workers to prison.
Okay,
a nice first.
Do you have your permission to move it to a parking space?
No, get it towed. Unbelievable.
All right, we're going to go right
Literally,
here.
Jim Crow beyond recognition. Literally
Beyond recognition.
in the court.
In a world.
An honest judge, you hope so. Literally. Is
Literally.
that protected? Who the f- knows at this point? Disorderly conduct. Like there's a proper conduct in conduct.
You got anything on you, sir?
Fucking stupid like
Your
crazy.
ID?
Yeah, right. You guys have that.
I'm towing it on you.
No. We're getting a tow, absolutely.
Yeah, we are.
We're maxing this shit out beyond recognition.
Okay.
9 cops go to jail today. Majorly stupid. If you're not that smart, then I guess you can't survive. That's how that shit works.
I mean, he's on camera giving them permission to tow it at this point, so.
Like a full cage?
Yeah, let's see if I can fit in this shithole. Sure. Oh, Christ. I can't fit in here.
No?
Oh, we're even close.
We're going to go to this car then.
I can't believe you have a badge and a gun. I don't think I can fit in here either. Look, you got less than 1 foot between the edge of the seat and the front. Literally.
Well, you can try laying down that way.
I can't. We'll try. I don't think I'm going to fit, though. I mean, what do you do with fat people? I can't. Look, my shoulders are touching this shit.
They're not
This is
designed
ridiculous.
for comfort, sir.
Holy Christ, can I not fit in this thing? Holy Christ, take the handcuffs off. Are these necessary
Yes.
for disorderly conduct? Conduct that is unbecoming of a citizen? I mean, I can't fit here at all.
Well, that's a first.
Holy Christ, look at the assistance. Holy Christ, can I not fit?
Watch your toes.
Holy, ow, here.
The man was initially charged with disorderly conduct, following a review of witness-provided video footage, which captured him repeatedly using racial slurs toward staff. An additional charge of hate crime was subsequently filed.
Man, what a nice guy he was, right? And I don't know what the heck he's going on about discrimination and like, oh, sir, what is your disability? If you can't tap a button on a screen to acknowledge that that your package doesn't have illegal things in it, then should you be driving? It's funny too that the post office worker thought that he was drunk. That honestly never crossed my mind. I think he's just insane. But he's so animated at the same time. Like the entire time that he's talking, you can't help but just be like locked into that voice because it really is like a movie trailer voice. Like once he gets out of jail, he should probably pursue voice acting if he can behave himself. But in all seriousness, guy's obviously nuts and said horrible things to that woman who was just trying to do her job and was backed up by her boss. And here's the thing, like they absolutely don't know what you're shipping out. And they're just sort of taking your word for it when you acknowledge that thing, but they can't do that for you. That would be a liability for them to acknowledge it for you. And I'm sure that's the determination that they made for why they can't just press the button for you. One thing that was sort of unclear was that he was convinced that he'd tried to do it and it glitched out on him, and then they basically told him that they couldn't serve him because of that. Based on how crazy he is, I'm going to assume that it glitched out and they wanted him to try to do it again, and he just straight up refused. And that's how the whole thing started. And then they sent him to some self-service kiosk, which would basically do the same thing with extra steps. And since he can't tap a button on a screen confidently, then obviously a kiosk was not going to be the thing to save him from this situation. How crazy and delusional do you have to be to think that, you've got this whole case of discrimination, which regardless, I'm pretty sure if you call the cops and you're talking about discrimination, I'm pretty sure that's a civil suit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the police aren't going to show up and arrest somebody for that type of case. Someone's being inappropriate and disorderly and saying horrible things to the post office worker who's just trying to do their job, then they will absolutely come and arrest you for disorderly conduct. I can't get over, though, how tight the back of those police cruisers were. I mean, I know they weren't designed for comfort, but that guy wasn't that big. And he's not wrong. Like, he could barely get in with his shoulders, but then Officer Donut comes around the corner, who obviously wouldn't be able to fit in the back of that thing either. So something seems a little off there, but that's all I got on this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more like this. Thanks for watching.